Hello, friends. Welcome to Trivia Over Tea, the quiz show podcast where we drink tea and play trivia. I'm your host, Matthew Cook, and I'm here virtually with our guest scorekeeper, Mason Cook. Mason, how are you today?
I'm doing quite fine. I had a very tiresome week, but now we just get to end it with some good trivia.
Yes, we do. Same here, actually. And we're very excited to have two new contestants on today, so let's meet them. First, we have Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. I am a sophomore at Pomona College studying psychology and music. Today I'm drinking passion herbal tea courtesy of the dining hall, and I'm very excited to be here.
Which dining hall? Frank?
Prairie.
Aha, okay, very good. Well, thank you, Steph, for being here today. And we also have Willa.
Hi, I'm Willa. I'm also a student at Pomona. I'm a first year. I study music and maybe sociology, who knows? And I'm also drinking passion tea because Steph and I are very passionate about trivia.
Oh, we love that. Thank you so much for being here today. Well, as with all of our regular episodes, we'll have 4 rounds of questions, each with a slightly different format. And so, without further ado, Mason will explain the rules for round 1.
All right, round 1, first general knowledge round. Correct answers are worth 10 points apiece. Each contestant will get 5 questions on a wide variety of subjects.
Alrighty, Steph, you're up first. Are you ready?
I think I am.
Okay. Question 1. Celine Dion is the best-selling artist of all time who sings in what language? A, Spanish, B, French, or C, German?
I'm going to go with French.
That's correct. She grew up outside of Montreal, and her first language is French. Question 2. Which of the following measuring devices is most accurate? A, a graduated cylinder, B, a beaker, or C, a volumetric flask?
I'm going to go with the graduated cylinder. I think that's the most specific.
Actually, it was the volumetric flask.
That is.
They are made specifically for certain volumes, and so they are extremely accurate, apparently. Question 3. Who was the only U.S. president to serve as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? A, Woodrow Wilson, B, William Howard Taft, or C, Grover Cleveland?
I did not know that any of these presidents were on the Supreme Court, so that makes this a little difficult.
Well, only one of them was.
Well, correct, yes.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, okay.
Can I get a repeat of my options?
Yes, A, Woodrow Wilson, B, William Howard Taft, or C, Grover Cleveland?
I'm going to go with Grover Cleveland.
Actually, it was Taft.
Yes.
He was appointed Chief Justice by President Warren G. Harding in 1921 and led the court until 1930. Question 4. What element has the highest boiling point out of all the elements on the periodic table? A, tungsten, B, gold, or C, oganesson?
Oganesson.
Actually, it was tungsten.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it boils at 10,030 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take.
A lot of that's degrees. Probably why it's used in light bulbs.
That would make sense.
Not.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And finally, question 5. Dolly Parton's Stampede is among the attractions in what Missouri resort city? A, Branson, B, Joplin, or C, Springfield?
I'm going to go with A.
That's correct. Branson, Missouri is located in the Ozark Mountains. Okay. Alrighty, Willa, are you ready for your 5 questions?
Yes, sir. I think so.
Okay. Question 1. Which planet is most likely to be the closest to Earth at any given moment? A, Mercury, B, Venus, or C, Mars?
It would be helpful if I remembered the orders of the planets, but I don't. But I'm going to go with Mercury.
That's correct.
Yes.
While Venus's orbit comes closest to Earth, Mercury is closest to Earth about 50% of the time, with the other 50% being shared by Mars and Venus.
Wow, I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah,
All
that's what we're all about here at Trivia Over Tea.
right.
Question 2. Which amendment to the U.S. Constitution extended the right to vote to newly freed slaves? A, 13th Amendment, B, the 14th Amendment, or C, the 15th Amendment?
My 8th grade history teacher would be so disappointed in me right now. I'm gonna go with the 13th.
That was the one that abolished slavery in
Shoot.
the United States. The 14th was one that granted citizenship, and the 15th Amendment was the one that extended voting rights. And so that is the
Okay.
correct answer. And the 15th Amendment was ratified in 1870.
Okay.
Question 3. Which English composer wrote Pomp and Circumstance, often used as processional or recessional music at graduations, as well as the Enigma variations and the Dream of Gerontius? A, Edward Elgar, B, Benjamin Britten, or C, Arthur Sullivan?
I feel like it's not Benjamin Britten for some reason. Not sure why. We're singing a song by Elgar in choir right now. So I'm also not going to pick him. So I'm going to pick the third guy.
Arthur Sullivan?
Yeah.
It was actually Edward Elgar.
You know what? That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, just
You would know that if you listened to previous Trivia Over Tea episodes.
No.
Exactly.
Question 4. Which of the following things is not sold by Mitsubishi? A, nuclear power, B, elevators, or C, records?
I think it would be really funny if it was records and nuclear power, which makes me want to pick elevators. But I feel like I've been in an elevator where I saw Mitsubishi. Bushi?
Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
Okay. But then, oh boy, I'm gonna pick elevators because I think it's funny.
No, it was actually records.
No.
They used to make records, but they sold off its record maker Nippon Crown to Daiichi Kosho in 2011.
See, that's what you were thinking.
You got me.
Yeah, you just remembered
Oh.
that sale from 2011.
Yep.
And finally, question 5. Which of the following brands is not owned by PepsiCo? A, Quaker Oats, B, Gerber Baby Food, or C, Pizza Hut?
I looked at one of those what brands are owned by PepsiCo things lately because I was like, I don't want to support PepsiCo. It's kind of hard is what I remember, but I'm gonna guess Quaker Oats.
No, it was actually Gerber Baby Food.
Shoot.
The Gerber
Okay.
brand is owned by Nestle.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, PepsiCo owns the Quaker Oats brand and Pizza Hut through Yum Foods. So Mason, does PepsiCo own Yum Foods?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why you only see Pepsi products really sold in like a KFC or a Pizza Hut.
That makes sense. Very good.
Interesting.
Well, that's the end of round 1. So Mason, can you please give us a score update?
So we're off to a blazing hot start. Steph is up 20-10. So it's very much anyone's game. Both contestants keeping it close.
Yeah, a lot of trivia left.
Yes, there is. Well, now it is time for round 2. So Mason, can you please explain the rules?
Happily. So round 2, this is a directed round. Each correct answer is 20 points. You'll each get 5 questions on the same subject. However, if you get it wrong, your opponent can bounce it back for 10.
Alrighty. So you both are going to get, I was in an effort to come up with good trivia categories. I thought, well, I could just ask you each 5 questions about the history of the city from which you are both from. So Steph, that means you're going to get 5 questions about the history of Boston, Massachusetts.
All right.
So are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Question 1. The area around Boston was the home of what Native American tribe?
The Wampanoags.
No, I don't believe so. Willa?
No clue.
Okay. The name I found was Massachusetts.
Well, that
Tribe.
would make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
As was the case elsewhere in the Americas following the arrival of the Pilgrims in 1620, the Massachusetts people faced epidemics and were forced from their land by the English settlers. And in the 19th century, the last of their common lands were sold and their language went extinct. Question 2. On April 18th, 1775, Robert Newman shone 2 lanterns from the steeple of what church to inform Paul Revere and William Dawes that the British were advancing by sea?
I actually had a friend who lived across the street from this church, so that would be the Old North Church.
That's correct. Revere and Dawes then rode to Lexington to inform John Hancock and Samuel Adams that the British were on their way. Samuel Prescott joined the riders and started out for Concord. Revere was arrested en route, but was released after questioning. Dawes and Prescott escaped, and Prescott made it all the way to Concord. And I was recently at the Old North Church and was able to go up and see the organ, which was installed in 1751.
Oh.
So very exciting.
That's an old organ.
Yes, very old. They wouldn't let me touch it, unfortunately, because it's a historic whatever.
Right.
Yeah, who cares?
Someday.
Someday, yes. Question 3. The Black Heritage Trail highlights numerous historic sites in what downtown neighborhood?
My downtown neighborhoods. Downtown. I'm gonna go with the financial district. That's
No.
probably incorrect. Anyway, alrighty.
No. Willa, do you know?
Oh, I don't know anything about Boston.
This is the Beacon Hill neighborhood.
Yeah.
The neighborhood was the center of the Black community in the 19th century, and the Black Heritage Trail memorializes individuals who were prominent in the Underground Railroad and the abolitionist movement, among other things. Question 4. On January 15th, 1919, over 2 million gallons of what flooded the streets of Boston's North End?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. On January 15th, 1919, over 2 million gallons of what flooded the streets of Boston's North End?
The North End is the Italian part of Boston. I'm going to go with, I was going to say wine, but that feels like a lot of wine and that feels very expensive, but it might be wine. No, I don't think it's wine. How many gallons?
2 million.
2 million.
That's a lot of gallons.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a liquid that seems realistic in that quantity.
It
I'm
created
just
a big
gonna go-
problem.
Huh?
to,
Created a big.
Big problem.
Yes, very big problem.
Yeah, to say the least.
Sewage?
No, not sewage. Willa, want to take a guess?
I'm gonna guess oil, but do I have to guess a certain type of oil, or is that good?
Well, it's not oil. So
No.
No, okay,
just
Oh
say-
no,
just
it's
say no.
far better. It's
No,
far better than.
Is it wine?
No, it is not
No.
wine. In fact, it's 2 million gallons of molasses.
No,
The
The
Great,
Great Molasses Flood of 1919.
you're
Yes.
kidding.
How have I not heard of the Great Molasses Flood of 1919?
I don't know. It was caused by a collapsed storage tank that sent the molasses flooding into the streets.
That
Oh,
had
boy.
2 million gallons of molasses in it?
Yeah,
Wow.
21 people died
Whoa.
in the
whoa.
disaster.
Along
Yeah,
with a whole
over
bunch of
100.
horses.
Did
Yeah.
they get stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What happened? Oh boy.
they drowned in molasses, which sounds like an absolutely horrifically terrible way to die.
Yeah.
No, that's very viscous.
Imagine you die, you get your grave, and on the grave it's like died by molasses. Like
By
what
molasses.
kind of legacy is that?
Yeah. Well, it happened. Yeah, and there was I've read that there's a local legend that for years afterward in the summer you could still smell the molasses in the.
Wow.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
check that out this
Yeah.
summer.
And finally, question 5. Also in 1919, the Boston Red Sox infamously traded what pitcher/outfielder to the New York Yankees that allegedly cursed the franchise?
Oh, my Red Sox legends. Can I ask a hint question?
Sure.
Is he in the Red Sox Hall of Fame? Do you know? You might not know.
He's definitely in the Yankees Hall of Fame.
Oof, that's a tough one.
I don't know about that. Mason, do you know?
Okay,
I would assume that the Red Sox wouldn't put
They
him in
don't
the
like
their
him.
Hall of Fame. Because it's
He might be. I'll have to check real quick.
That's okay.
but this
I
this
think I have
person
the answer.
okay.
All right. Is it Ted Williams?
No, it's too early for Ted Williams.
Okay, never mind.
And he never went to the Yankees. I believe he was a Red Sox
Go
for
through.
his whole career.
All right.
Willa, do you know?
No clue. Yet again, know nothing about Boston.
All right. This was Babe Ruth.
Oh, wait,
I
that's
can
like the
con-
one baseball player.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
I
that's
can
good to
confirm,
know.
by the way, that Babe Ruth is in the Red Sox Hall of Fame.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they tried to put him into like reverse the curse or something. The
I
curse
think
of the
that actually was the reason why he was put
Yeah.
in there.
probably.
Um,
The Curse of the Bambino was what it's called. The Red Sox won their 5th World Series title in 1918, but they did not win again until 2004.
Hmm.
Well, Willa, I did an appropriate amount of snooping to find out that you're from Chicago, and so I'm gonna have to ask you 5 questions about the history of Chicago.
wonderful.
Are you ready?
So ready.
All righty. Question 1. In 2021, Lakeshore Drive was officially renamed in honor of what founder of Chicago?
I don't know a single founder of Chicago,
Oh
but
my. Oh my.
oh goodness, Lakeshore Drive renamed.
I thought it was called Lakeshore.
Well, it's still called Lakeshore Drive, but it's person's name Lakeshore Drive.
Okay.
Now.
Oh goodness, I have no idea. I'm gonna say Dan Ryan because he's got an expressway.
No, it was not
Okay.
Dan Ryan. Steph?
Oh,
I just want to add, I
Sorry.
don't know who Dan Ryan is. So just
I'm actually not sure
I-
either. Mason, do you know?
Dan Ryan.
While Steph thinks of an answer.
yeah, it's gonna take a bit.
Okay, so apparently Google has no clue who this is either.
oh, I love
Good.
that for
You
Dan.
just put 2 first names together.
Yeah, just got a freeway named after.
Oh, well, actually, wait, no, never mind. I looked up the wrong Dan Ryan. The freeway is named for Dan Ryan Jr., former president of the Cook County Board of Commissioners.
That's close.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
Dan. Oh, this Dan Ryan. Oh, right. Yeah, he was the guy that basically installed all the highways in Cook County.
Well, and he got one named after him. So,
What year was Chicago founded?
well, so this guy was known as the first non-native permanent resident of Chicago, having settled there by 1790.
All right. I'm gonna go with Dearborn.
No,
All right.
no, this guy's name is Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable.
No,
do
heck
Sable.
way. I
Yeah.
know that name
Yeah.
somehow.
He was the first non-native permanent resident of Chicago, having settled there by 1790.
Wow.
He was of African descent, though little is known about his early life, and the site of his home is now designated a National Historic Landmark in Chicago. There you go.
Nice for him.
Question 2. In the 19th century, the city's importance as a transportation hub was increased with the completion of the Illinois and Michigan Canal, which connected Lake Michigan to what river?
Oh. Well, I know it's a river. Just gotta think of the right one. I don't know. Is this the one that they flipped around?
No,
Okay.
I doubt it. No, I'm going to say no.
The only river I know of nearby is the Mississippi River. Is it that one?
It is the Mississippi River.
No way!
Yeah. Yeah. It provided a vital transportation link between the East and West at the time. Question 3.
I'm way too smart for this right now. I feel like on top of the world. Okay.
Yeah. Question 3. Chicago hosted what event in 1893, which was held to exhibit the latest innovations from around the globe?
The World's Fair.
That's correct. It was
Ooh.
held in Jackson Park on the south side of Chicago. More than 27 million people attended the fair over its 6-month run, and it is commemorated with one of the 4 stars on the flag of Chicago.
Yep. I love that flag. It's so good. Look up the Chicago flag.
Oh yeah, it is a really good flag.
Yeah, I was reading about the symbolism of it last night. It's really quite
Say it's probably the second best city flag in the whole country.
What's the first?
Obviously DC.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
it has to be DC.
I think you two might be a little biased.
Not at all.
Nope, not. What are you talking about?
Not at all. Question 4. What mob boss was the leader of a prominent Chicago gang during the Prohibition era until he was convicted of tax evasion in 1931?
That's a tough way to go. You're a mob boss and you get man, mob bosses. I don't know many mob bosses personally, to be honest.
Don't know any personally?
Or impersonally, either way.
Okay.
Although she does have friends that know a few people.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I've got connections. No, that is. The only person I can think of is Al Capone, but I feel like it's definitely not Al Capone.
It is actually Al Capone.
No way.
Yeah. He was the mob boss of the Chicago outfit. He went to Alcatraz for 8 years before being released. My dad, who is a former IRS employee, was always very proud that it was the IRS who got Al Capone.
Wow. And
Yeah.
he was in Chicago too.
He was.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Very
Okay.
famously.
The IRS, the US's elite law enforcement agency.
That is true. They did,
Yeah.
like so many people have been gotten through tax evasion.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the lesson here is when involved in organized crime, make sure you do your taxes.
Yeah.
And finally, question 5. When it was completed in 1974, what Chicago skyscraper was the tallest building in the world?
Girl, that's the Sears. But now it's called something like not the Sears Tower. And maybe it wasn't originally called the Sears Tower, but it's the Sears Tower to me.
Yeah. Well, yes, it's the
Yeah,
Sears
yeah.
Tower. It's now called the Willis Tower.
Oh, yeah. Because I always say it's the Willa's Tower because I think that's so hilarious.
There you go. Well, maybe it is called the Willa Tower, and it's people are just lying.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. But anyway, it's now the second tallest building in the Western Hemisphere after the One World Trade Center in New York City.
All right.
Well, that's the end of round 2. So Mason, can you please give us a score update?
A few updates on previous questions. The Willis Tower is not secretly the Willa Tower. I can confirm that. I can also confirm that when you were talking about the river being reversed, you were thinking of the Chicago River,
Oh.
which
Yeah.
did have its flow reversed or through a giant project that took about 2 years
Yep.
to really conceptualize. And then eventually by 1900, the flow of the river had completely reversed to go west to east.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. Now, in that round, Willa jumping out to a big lead here. Willa scoring 80 points there.
No way.
Compared to Steph's 20, which she scored not quite at the beginning, but effectively at the beginning.
Okay, let's see.
And so the current score is 90-40 in favor of Willa. Still anyone's game, but Willa does have a very strong advantage here.
Well, now it is time for round 3. So Mason, can you briefly please explain the rules?
All right, round 3 is our second general knowledge round. Correct answers now are worth 30 points. However, if your opponent, if you get it wrong, your opponent can bounce it back for 15.
All right. Steph, are you ready for your 5 questions?
I hope so.
Great. Here we go. Question 1. What interstate highway running from Wareham to Salisbury, Massachusetts, makes a half circle around the outskirts of Boston?
That would be I-495.
That's correct. At 120 miles, it is the second longest auxiliary route on the interstate highway system. Question 2. Which U.S. state has the highest percentage of federal land ownership?
I think that's Nevada because there's nothing in Nevada.
That is correct.
That was such good logic.
80.1% of Nevada's land is owned by the federal government. Question 3. On March 30th, 1867, the United States bought what land from Russia? 1860. Did I say 1867?
Yes.
Okay, good. For a second, I thought I heard myself say 1967, and that would have been very wrong. 1867.
My gut is saying Alaska, but I feel like Alaska was a lot later. But I don't know what else we would buy from Russia. So I'm going to say Alaska.
That's correct.
Okay.
People referred to the then territory as Seward's Icebox, mocking the Secretary of State William Seward, who made the purchase. Critics were soon silenced by the discovery of gold in the new territory. What you may be thinking of is Alaska's statehood, which was
yeah.
1959.
Hmm.
So much later.
There's gold in them there hills in
It-
Alaska.
Exactly.
That's what they said.
Did they really? Oh,
Word for word.
okay. Question 4. The Codex Sinaiticus contains the oldest surviving copy of the New Testament from the Christian Bible. It was discovered in 1844 and likely written in the 4th century. What language was the New Testament written in?
Thinking of my biblical languages, I'm gonna say Aramaic.
No.
No. Okay.
Willa?
Oh, me.
You.
Oh shoot, I forgot about this. I don't know any languages. I'm gonna say Latin. Let's go.
No, it was actually Greek.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
The codex was written in Greek, discovered on the Sinai Peninsula. It is considered a historical treasure.
Wow.
And finally, question 5. A viral TikTok by Nathan Evans, where he sung what New Zealand sea shanty led to a renewed public interest in traditional folk songs and sea shanties?
I really appreciate you asking this question, Matthew Cook. I'm in a sea shanty class currently. I'm going to go with the Wellerman.
With Gibb?
With Gibb, yes.
Love. Yes, it is in fact the Wellerman. Soon May the Wellerman Come is the full title of the song. Mm-hmm. That was not written by me because I know nothing about TikTok. Willa, are you ready for your 5 questions?
Oh, so ready. Let's go.
All right. Question 1. What interstate highway is entirely located within the state of Illinois, connecting the western suburbs of Chicago with I-80 at the Quad Cities?
Is it 290?
Not 290. It connects to 290 though. Steph, do you know?
I'm gonna go with 280.
No, this was I-88.
Oh.
It's 141 miles long and it runs between Hillside and East Moline, not to be confused with Interstate 88 in New York. Question 2. Warren Beatty has been said to be one of the subjects of what Carly Simon breakup song?
Wait, what was the first thing you said? What?
Warren Beatty. He's an actor.
Oh.
He's said to be one of the subjects of what Carly Simon breakup song?
Oh goodness. I don't know if I know the name of a Carly Simon breakup song. I'm so sorry.
She has like one really, really big song. Well, probably more if you lived in the 70s, but there's one that people know.
I should know this though. I like Carly Simon. Oh goodness. I'm not sure I can come up with an answer. I don't know.
Take a guess.
I think I would just be stringing words together. What about I hate you? That's the name of the song.
Well, that would be effective, but no, not that.
Very
Um,
good.
Steph, Steph, do you know?
I don't think I know any Carly Simon songs. I'm gonna go with You're Horrible.
Closer.
Oh.
This is if actually, Willa, if I say Warren Beatty probably thinks this song is about him. Does that ring any bells?
That
You're So Vain is the title of the song.
Yeah.
It peaked at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1973. Question 3. In which Texas city did the Battle of the Alamo occur?
Huh. Is the Alamo the one where they're like, don't forget the Alamo? Or is that?
Remember the Alamo, but
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Okay. I was close. I was close. I'm going to say, okay. I want to say Austin, but I'm going to say Houston, Texas, baby. So I can just go Houston, Texas, baby, like Beyonce, you know?
No.
Shoot.
It's not.
I just
not
wanted
Houston.
Beyonce.
Steph, do you know?
I think it is Austin because I think the general one of someone's name was Austin, and that's why it's called Austin.
Stephen F. Austin, I believe, was one of the founders of Texas. Mason, correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
Stephen F. Austin is indeed one of the founders of Texas.
Yeah, but is in fact not Austin.
Oh.
Close though, San Antonio. The
Mm.
pivotal battle of the Texas Revolution was the Battle of the Alamo. The Mexican army under General Santa Anna sieged and crushed a group of Texan soldiers in a mission. The incident led to the mantra, "Remember the Alamo," because the cruelty of the siege and slaughter inspired many Texans to rise up against the Mexican government. Question 4. What are the building blocks of proteins?
Amino acids? Wait, is this me?
Yes, that's you.
I forgot who we were.
Yes,
on
that's
for a
you.
second.
And yes, that's correct. Amino
Okay,
acids.
nice.
There are 20 non-canonical amino acids with more unnatural ones as well.
Wow, non-canonical? Wait, did you say canonical or
I
not?
did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, that was written by actually a former Glee clubber who now is pursuing a PhD in chemistry at UCLA.
wow.
She writes a bunch of science questions for me. Thank you, Caitlin. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, so I can't explain that any further. And finally, question 5. The Aromanian language is an isolated member of what larger language family that includes languages like Venetian, Catalan, and Romanian?
Wait, say the name of the first one again.
Aromanian.
Okay.
Aromanian. I hope I'm pronouncing that
Cool.
correct, but I think I am.
So it's part of a larger language family?
Yes.
I
That includes Venetian, Catalan, Romanian, and many others.
Well, all of those sound like places in Italy. So I just want to say Italian.
No.
Okay.
Steph?
I think those are all smaller languages, dialects-ish, and I think I'm gonna go with the Romance languages.
Yes, Romance languages. Catalonia is in Spain. Romanian would be Romania, the country. Venetian, I guess, would be a dialect of Italian. But yes, Italian is also Romance language. Mason.
All right. So to clarify about Venetian, Venetian is its own thing. However, it is mostly mutually intelligible with Italian, but it is disputed whether it's its own language or a dialect.
There you go. Well, that's the end of round 3. So Mason, can you please give us a brief score update?
Yeah. Also to clarify, Aromanian is spoken in like northern and central Greece.
Oh,
that's where that is.
Cool.
So Steph doing incredible that round, scoring 135 points.
Wow.
Steph!
Wow.
Yeah. Willa scoring very comparable, 30 points. And so the current score it is 175-120 in favor of Steph.
Wow.
Alrighty, now it is time.
The tables have tabled. Okay.
Now it is time for round 4. So Mason, can you please tell us the rules?
All right, so round 4, it's the showdown. There will be 3 questions that both contestants will get at the same time. Correct answers are worth 40 points. And yeah.
Alrighty. So Steph, Willa, are you ready?
Yeah, I have a clarifying question. Are we writing down our answers? Is that what
You can you are welcome to write down your answer. You're also welcome to just think it if you would prefer.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna think. Yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
that.
So long as you say your answer when I call on you.
Okay.
Here we go. Question 1. John Hinckley is famous for shooting and wounding what U.S. president? Shooting and wounding, but not killing.
Not killing. All right, I got to think of my near assassinations, but not assassination.
Wait, can I ask you a clarifying question too? Or like,
Sure.
Was it on purpose or accident?
Yeah, it was on purpose.
Okay, I'm just asking that. I realized I don't know how you could do that on accident, but
Yeah,
Okay.
you could, particularly if it was like 200 years ago.
okay.
But
Okay.
not saying that it may. I'm not trying to.
Oh, if it was 200 years ago.
I'm not trying to hit. No, do not interpret anything that I'm just riffing here.
Okay.
So, do we have answers?
I think I have an answer.
Okay, Steph.
I'm just thinking of presidents that I know people hated a lot. So my answer is Andrew Johnson.
Okay, Willa.
I have no clue, but I'm just gonna guess. This is so random. Don't judge me for this answer. I'm just guessing Woodrow Wilson because it's the first guy I thought of.
The judgment-free zone.
Okay.
But in fact, it was not Woodrow Wilson, nor was it Andrew Johnson.
Oof.
The correct answer is Ronald Reagan
Wow.
in 1981. Yeah.
Not 200 years ago.
No, that's it's like not 200. Only 41 years ago. Suffering from depression, Hinckley committed the attempted assassination in order to impress actress Jodie Foster.
Did it impress her?
I remember hearing.
No, she got a restraining order against him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good for Jodie.
Question 2. What racehorse holds the records for the fastest times in each of the 3 Triple Crown races and was the subject of a 2010 biographical film?
Oh boy. This is gonna take some thinking. I can do this.
Okay.
You have your answer?
Yeah, I've got my
Are
answer.
you kidding me? Oh my god. I barely started thinking about horses yet. Okay. Oh, come on. There's that dramatic movie. It's so dramatic.
There is that dramatic movie.
It makes you cry.
It may.
Oh.
That's a good film. I've seen it.
I feel like it's some like not buttercup, but something like buttercup, something sweet. Or is it not? Maybe it's not. Oh goodness. Wait a minute. I'm picturing a sad girl. She's so sad. Maybe this is a different movie. Maybe this is a different horse movie.
There are multiple.
There are multiple horse movies.
There are multiple horse movies.
Oh, wait. Maybe, is it like, maybe I shouldn't be saying my thought process because
I mean,
you're
I
also
have my
answering.
I think Steph has her answer locked
Okay,
in.
okay.
So
Locked in the
I
brain.
feel like it's something like for some reason my brain is telling me something like Egyptian, like some kind of no, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna guess.
Okay.
I'm just done.
Okay.
Should I go first?
Steph, what is your guess?
My guess, well,
Or
my
your
guess-
answer?
My answer is, wait, what happens if like I get it right? Does
No, I have my answer. It's okay. I'm not gonna copy you.
All right. Okay, sorry. My answer is Secretariat.
Willa?
That's a cool name and not at all what I was thinking. My brain said Pharaoh. I know that's not right.
Are you thinking of American Pharaoh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Triple Crown winner in 2015.
Okay,
But in fact, it was Secretariat. Yeah.
that's such a silly name.
Yeah.
I was a horse girl growing up.
No,
Oh,
Steph.
In 1973, Secretariat became the 9th horse to complete the Triple Crown, and he won the Belmont Stakes by 31 lengths.
Mm.
And that's worth the watch on YouTube, because it's just like Secretariat way out there, and then everybody else not even close.
Wow.
So, yeah. Anyway, and finally, question 3. Vincent van Gogh was a post-impressionist painter from what country?
Ooh.
Okay, I think I have my answer.
Steph, stop going so fast. Oh, geez. Wait.
I think the game hangs in the balance with this question.
Oh my god.
Not to put any pressure on the situation, but
I feel the pressure. I feel the pressure on the situation. I don't know. I'm gonna. Okay, I picked an answer.
all right.
I'm ready.
Steph, what is your answer?
My answer is the Netherlands.
Willa?
Austria.
It was, in fact, the Netherlands.
Okay.
He was born in Zundert, Netherlands.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the game. So, Mason, can you please tell us the final score?
All right. The only updates to the score were on Steph's side. Steph scored 80 points that round. So the final score is Steph at 255 and Willa at 120. So Steph has won the game.
Yay, Steph!
Congratulations, Steph. You have won. Do you have anything that you would like to say? Sorry.
I would just like to say that I think this is a momentous occasion in my life, and I think it's going to set me up for great things down the line. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. We'll definitely mention this on your resume.
Yes. Oh, I will.
And and also you can bring it up when you run for Glee Club president or social chair next year.
Thank you. Thank you. I will. That I
Yeah.
have your endorsement.
Of course. Of
All right.
course.
All right.
Yeah. Any winner of Trivia Over Tea has my endorsement.
Wow.
Yeah. And my endorsement too.
Mm.
Wow. Good.
I'm just
Very good.
sitting here endorsement list. It's okay.
You have my endorsement, Willow.
Aw, thanks, Steph.
Yeah. Well, you comported yourself very well. You obviously know a lot about Chicago.
And
So
I completely embarrassed myself and know nothing about Boston.
Wow.
So-
You knew that, church.
But she
I
still
will.
won. You did win. So,
Yeah.
Willa, you have the endorsement of the city of Chicago
Thank
and
you.
people of
I
the state of
feel-
Illinois.
That's true,
feel like a good Chicagoan right now.
but not
that French
Jean
side.
Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable.
yeah.
No, not
Even
him.
like-
Not him.
Sadly,
I drive on his road, but
no. Yeah.
Don't know his name.
such a shame.
Oh well. Well, that's our show for this week, folks. Thank you, Steph and Willa, for being on the show today, as well as Mason Cook for being our scorekeeper and also for composing the music. Today's questions were written by Caitlin Fick, Matthew Hauser, Lucas Hauser, Mason Cook, Tanner Tim, and yours truly. And thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to Trivia Over Tea on your preferred podcast platform and leave us a review if you enjoyed it. Check out our Facebook and Instagram pages at Trivia Over Tea, as well as our Twitter account, also at Trivia Over Tea. And you can find us on YouTube and also on Twitch at twitch.tv/TriviaOverTea. And feel free to message us on any of these platforms if you have any comments or suggestions regarding the show. And tune in next week when we'll have 2 new contestants and 33 more fantastic questions. Thank you. We'll see you